Alrighty then, good afternoon YouTube and Twitch. This is Harmony Muse, ready with yet some more Final Fantasy for you. Today we're going to join a grand company and we're going to work at getting a Chocobo license so I can not have to walk my ass everywhere. How's the Admiral's speech? You need not explain. You stand before me, answer enough. Also join the Maelstrom. Yes, I'm going to join the Maelstrom. How much stronger is our crew? Let us brave the seas together. Now that the choice is made, the time to add your name to the rolls. Make your way to the Maelstrom Command back in Limsa. And they're going to give me stuff for it. Okay. Not bad stuff, all things said, but everything, literally everything they have to give me there, I have better. So I'm going to take the money when I get there. On the upper decks, in case you forgot, I sent word to the... Okay. Using a Maelstrom officer can be arduous and challenging, but I promise you, you'll not regret this choice. Etc., etc., blah, 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 blah. Anyhow, let's get to it. If I remember correctly, there was a ferry right here in this part of Thanalan that took me directly to Limsa. I could be remembering wrong. Goodness knows I get forgetful in my old age. Taking a sweet time to load today. That's weird. Paladin gear. I like Paladin gear, but I'm not playing a Paladin this time because I've leveled so many Paladins, it is literally not funny. Even if they've changed everything about playing a Paladin, I would be able to know it from muscle memory. Limsa Lamensa, 80 gold. Yep, cheaper than teleporting. Okay, more comfortable. Going to the App Castle because that's where we need to go. Now that we're up here, here is Maelstrom Command. Well, we passed both... Oh, what's that? Piano Forte. Okay, a musical name. Alright, good on ya. Celica Asgard. Why does that name sound familiar? That's got... Oh, right, that's from the new Fire Emblem, which is ironically one of the old Fire Emblems. Venture, what business do you have? I'm here to... Okay, my name is so-and-such. I believe you're expecting me. Recruitment officer, might be my honor to induct me. Except nothing must be aware of several... Sir. Love that salute. What is it? This better be important. Okay. We received a report from a lookout in Lower Lanasha. Imperial forces have fired upon a Skywind Highways airship. Vessel's in a bad way and appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Cedarwood, we have no troops there. The bulk of our infantry is bogged down at the coast, skirmishing with the fishbacks. This is highly irregular, but I fear your first duty to service needs to be unofficial. Okay, go protect the airship. Go kill off the Garleans. Okay, I can do this. You see, the reason this, even though it's a mission for the Grand Company as part of the main story, is because of who we end up seeing in this. Okay, we're going to go to Lower Lanasha. which is good since we're literally right there. Nyctophobia. I believe that was fear of spiders. Corleonis. Lionheart. Okay. Not using Latin ain't bad. Weeb alert. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I really can't say much there. So where are they here? They said they were in Lower Lanasha. Oh. When in doubt, follow the mini-map. So, technically the Maelstrom is the military arm of the Limson government, but so that effectively means I'm in the Navy, village people and all. That said, the adventurers aren't regulars, they're irregulars, independent agents. So there's not going to be any real massed military strikes or anything, though I've been told you can get a squad of NPCs later. Something they added with Storm, or something they added near the end of Heaven's Word. I wouldn't know. But we'll see about that when we get there. One of the main reasons we're concerned with the rank and that, though, is there's certain things that are really good that you can get that are locked by your Grand Company rank. So I will be doing a good bit of grinding Company rank. Okay, let's get to it. Adventure, what are you doing here? No, wait, let's find some cover first. A big lumbering Rogadin, or Rugadin, I believe it's the proper pronunciation, trying to be stealthy. That's not going to be very good. Maelstrom Command sent you. How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You didn't even have a uniform. It is to where the Maelstrom. You're a Garland Ironworks engineer. One of our lookouts reported the attack on your craft. Okay. It must be... Okay. Good work reaching our friend here before the Imperials. Even kneeling, he's as tall as the cat girl. After this design must be Garland's work. There's no end to the man's treachery. So apparently there was a Garlean named Garland who taught the Eorzeans Magitech and flying. And he's... Oh, and... Okay. Secrets belonging in Imperial hands are not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. Oh, so we're savages now. Alright. Taking this craft back to the fortress, dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Okay, so time to wreck a dude. Scouting party from cast from Occidents. They want your ship engineer. You have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. They named the ship the Tiny Bronco. Something new design people have been whispering about. First airship we've built since the Calamity, since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. Years of work. She was finally ready for her first test flight. And she was soaring. She really was until they shot her at the sky. So, pay attention. We're going to hit these Imperials hard and fast. If they want a souvenir from yours, so they can have a knife in the gut. They're not getting that ship. Oh, and don't forget to save the little guy. Ready to give those crews a beating? All right. All that talk. Time for some fighting. An ambush. Now, we're going to employ some basic strategy here. Fuck the Geneva Convention. We're killing the healer first. There's some advice if you're doing one of these. Don't worry too much if you're in a group with people that are rated level question mark like that. That means they're the primary act or agent in the combat. You're just there to kill people. That being said, try to act as a force multiplier. Attack the enemies, the NPCs are killing them quick. It's a concept in, focus fire. It's a concept from Battletech called the combat loss grouping. Focusing down the weaker enemies ensures that you have less total damage incoming to your party at a time. Basically, while you're eventually starting off, you have 10 guys that can all do 10 damage. The 10 guys that are focusing on one guy each are doing 10 damage, 10 damage, 10 damage. Now, take that, and the other group has 10 guys that can do 10 damage, but they focus it on one guy. So, first turn of combat, you got 10 guys doing 10 damage, or 10 guys focusing on one guy, killing him off. Then the next turn of combat, they're still doing 10 damage each, while the other side has only 9 guys doing 10 damage. It boils down to lowering the amount of incoming damage means that you can survive a little bit better. Oh, shit. This is getting annoying. But him doing all that running gives us time to get damage into him. It's time for our healer to keep people alive. So, single person party tactics, basically. Biggs and Wedge. Okay, while this is a Star Wars reference, ever since Final Fantasy VI and later, every single Final Fantasy game has had a Biggs in it, and they've had a Wedge, and they've usually died. It's a close one. Too damn close. So how'd she look anyway? Propeller's a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. Few minor modifications, and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. We'll stand watch. Okay, ready to take off. Imperials will come looking for the Scots eventually, and I doubt they'll get here for a good while yet. You're free to return to the command and complete your induction. Ordinarily, I'd ask you to stay, but I think we'd all feel better knowing an adventurer of your ability was safely sworn in and ready for the next mission. Rest assured, I'll inform Command of the part you played today. Oh, I wanted to say sorry, you know, for calling you an Imperial spy. Got that one wrong. Seriously, though, if I hadn't been for you in the Maelstrom, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, we both are. Wedge. Thank you, we're very grateful. Alrighty, that was funny. Now, let's get back to Maelstrom Command. That's going to take me to Ulda. We don't want to go back to Ulda quite yet because I forgot to set my home point when I went back when I got to Ulda. Yay, or when I got to Limsa. Yay. I'm a dumbass. I might stop and get the bees while I'm in Middle Enosh and get to my second tier, my hunter's mark or hunter's log. It's literally a drop in the bucket for XP now, but later on, not having to come back here and get it might be useful. Okay. So we're talking about tanking in the guild chat right now. I like that set. That looks good. Is that armor? What the hell is that? That's armor with feathers and chainmail. Okay. That must be something from the new... That must be something new. Welcome back to the report. You needn't be concerned about the engineers. They completed their return trip without further Imperial interference. I must admit, I had my doubts at first. But it seems stories about me are true. I'm looking forward to see what you're capable of after you're properly inducted in the Maelstrom. Speaking of your induction, okay, taking the money. Okay, till cease. Oh, okay. Personnel officer stands ready to complete my induction. Sort of fresh, shall we? You're welcome here. Okay, wait. That such a well-respected adventurer would choose to join our ranks is most heartening. Before you swear your allegiance, it is only right I tell you exactly what it is you'll be joining. Grand Company is more than simply a collection of soldiers. It's an all-encompassing organization which draws upon the resources of an entire city-state to form a united military force capable of standing against the nation's deadliest enemies. Functionally, in the main story, it means very little, except basically a little bit of RP. We are the Maelstrom are charged with meeting the threats posed by the Primals and the Garlean Empire, solving the many problems caused by the Calamity. Your Grand Company doesn't change anything about what quests you do, except that they might acknowledge that you're part of this company or that company. Every man and woman serves under our colors to keep the great worship, on whatever heading that Chief Admiral Melvib Bluefishvin sets. As part of this Grand vessel's crew, you're expected to take your turn at the oars, for the winds don't look favorable, and strength of arm might be all that sees a safe to port. If I've lost you with talk of shipment, or let me put it another way, each Maelstrom soldier labors till their last breath, fights till their last drop of blood. We give all in our service to the nation, and all this is expected of you. Standard Soldier's Creed. It is customary for new recruits to swear an oath of their own choosing upon the Maelstrom's ranks. Is there aught you'd like to say? What skills I have are yours till sea swallows all. Yes, the many and various skills of the adventurer. I have no doubt that your travels have furnished you with such knowledge that will prove invaluable to our cause. You are hereby ranked... Okay, I'm a private... I'm a third-class private. Well, I could make a joke there, but I won't. You're now officially a soldier of the Maelstrom. Welcome aboard, Private. May you serve Limps and Lemon so well until sea swallows all. Oh, yep. I like that salute. It's better than the Adder one. Can you hear me as an officer? Okay. This enlistment. Congratulations. I have no doubt you're eager to make acquaintance with your new comrades, but I ask you to pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, you are now a woman, though you're now a woman of the storm, you are no less a scion. Please pray return to the waking sense at your earliest convenience. There are some friends whom I very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. Well, they can wait. I need to go work on getting a chocobo license. Grand companies. Want provisioning missions. Okay. Now, doing missions for the company, I get seals. These seals are your, Grand Company specific money. They allow you to buy weapons specific to the guild or to the company, armor, rare crafting crap, and materials. Okay, Storm Chocobo issuance. I need to be a Storm Private 3rd class. They've dropped it! Holy crap, baskets. Thank you, Jeebus. Okay, and they're looking like they're just going to give it to me. Okay, well, if the details of your deeds, the troops, take far and wide. Okay, quite a few miles of countryside with not your 2 feet. Such a sterling soldier of the Maelstrom deserves their own seat. Let's see about having one issued to you. All you need to do is obtain an issuance, but okay, with Grand Company officer, once you have this deed, present it to Line. Okay, so one of our trusty birds. I used to have to be a private 1st class and spend a few thousand credits. Now, one other thing that we've got, you'll notice there's a new Maelstrom mark on my hunting log. And I can go to Eastern Thanalan and get 240 just by, or get what I need just by killing a few guys at the Sandgate, which is exactly what we're going to do. And I can get some in Halatali. I think I might be well, screw it. Let's just do Halatali. I know Halatali. I'm comfortable doing Halatali. The log points I'll get from doing that will get me what I need to get my chocobo. I know you've all seen Halatali already, but running that will get me the kills that I need to get the Grand Company seals to be able to buy my chocobo issuance, which will allow me to ride chocobos and other animals. Yes. And here we go. And skipping. So we've got a pugilist, I don't even know what the hell that is. I think that might be a red mage. And an astrologian. No, I think that's a samurai. And we've got a skill-happy monk who's ignoring the mark order. God damn it. That's gonna suck. This is gonna be one of those things. Oh, that's a samurai. Haven't seen one in mission before. That's actually kind of pretty looking. That does look what I remember hearing about Kendo. Okay. Okay, so that guy can hold aggro. Did not expect that. Oh crap. Out the way. Everybody here is higher level than I am. You can tell that because they're all... That's an astrology. You have to be 50 to get that. You have to be 50 to get that. You have to have been 30 to get that. Now, I know how monks work, the offshoot of pugilists. Their whole shtick is that the more they do their combo, the faster and harder they hit. So they start off being weak, but they end up being, once they get up their combo, their grease lightning going, they are the best damage. They are really good damage. Now, Samurai, I don't know because they weren't here when I used the tank. I'll know more about Samurai when I get to level 50 and I can join the class. Okay. Hey. I explained that a couple of days ago. Why the heart of the party. And if I can't talk right now, I'm sorry, I'm going to be distracted. But haven't seen the messages that were in there. I'm heart of the party because that's the title you get for having a certain number of commendation points. You get commendation points very quickly as a tank because how to whenever you finish an instance, be it a trial or a dungeon, there's a short time before everybody leaves where you can give one person in the party a commendation because he thought they played well or that they were a good sport. There are rewards for getting high numbers of commendation. At 10, you get the achievement Heart of the Party. At, I believe it's either 500 or 1,000, you get a gold-plated Magitech armor. I wouldn't know about Deliverance there, Longshore, because I'm only ever played Paladin. I'm used to Sword Oath and Shield Oath. Guys, they're veterans, but they're okay. They are killing me. Yeah, it's okay. Not all of them. Okay, that's done. Real Voyager's belt, nothing I need. And the Samurai needed on something that was level 20. Fucking assholes. Just because you can need on something doesn't mean you actually need it. Doing that kind of makes you look like Chode. And a monk that doesn't know to interact with the fire in Halatali. How do you not... Okay. What are they fighting? And one of our party members is lost. How do... it's a linear dungeon. There they are, I think. If they're coming, all right. Yeah, I'm actually feeling for you there, Mr. Impatient. I kind of want out of here now, soon, too, now. Because I need to let y'all know, the reason I'm not responding very quickly is I made the mistake of putting chat on the same machine that I'm playing on, so I really can't tab out to look at it. We got a lone dude. Can I pull him into anything else? This is easier than I remember it. I remember this actually being more challenging than what I used to do. Okay, this is not too bad. I remember holding aggro back in the old days. Used to be punishing at this level as a gladiator, as a paladin. Before you had shield oath, before you had any of your aggro management tools except for slash, relying on hate order was so important. You know, that's why I've gotten to the use of setting up order markers, but you'll notice I'm not using them much here. Not needing to. done. Let's continue. Okay, that's what I talked about before, and splitting my combo amongst several enemies, so to try to keep it when people do dumb things like not focus fire. Well, short answer is, we lived, we're good. Okay, this fight we know from previous experience. Really gonna want to be up on the or up on the ground, man. Get up here, don't go down. Okay, you're good. Okay. All right. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Doesn't matter. He's gonna die before it goes electrified again. Real iron gauntlets, I need those. I just got some new gaunts. Time to put them on. Okay. Woohoo. They want to kill it here. Okay, we can kill it here. Get out the way. These guys are skilled, but okay. I'm not used to having this much high DPS with a party at this level. Now we got the final boss. This one is easy. Oh, Monk's been up to monk levels and has never done Halatali. That's surprising. I need to turn game volume down? Okay, I can do that, buddy. That should be a bit better. All right. Oh, crap. Enemies. Shit. Even the tank chips in on killing the enemies in this fight. Alright, you're fighting me now. Going down a lot more quickly. You blew the LB wide. Oh, lordy. Our DPS jumped the gun on doing a limit break. Okay. Now we're going to give the... Now we're going to go ahead and give the commendation to the healer. Now, always going to show your... And it's... the one time I decide not to play a paladin is the one time they drop the... Okay, okay, that's good. That's really good. Apparently I did well. I got every single one of the other players gave me a commendation. Hoorah! Check my messages. Okay. Now, let's buy that issue once. Now we need to go find a Fragheim. Or Fragheim. Okay, that's down at the bottom. Wicket Warwick. They named themselves after the Ewok played by Warwick Davis. Okay. Alright. You can do that. That's good. That's good. One moment. All right. Bird issued? Okay, you'll need to see issuance. Here. Here's the order. Oh, please, we'll be right back with your chocobo. They even gave it proper standard, okay. Our high spirits of SQLs, most of the senses master was coming. Then to make it official, we need to give your noble steed a name. What to name a chocobo? What shall we name you, my friend? It said names must be between 2 and 20. So my chocobo's name is now between 2 and 20. Just so he likes his name. Blah blah blah. Da, da, da. Malady. Okay, wish you chocobo long years of you. Okay, chocobo whistle. Now I can use chocobos. I can use mounts. Now, like I said, I was going to go finish off those bees that I needed for the first tier of the Hunter's Marks. But let me show you. So much faster. I need to find clouds of bees, it said. Now, where did I find those? Bee cloud, right there. Okay. Answers that question. Why are you angry at me? Didn't do anything to you. Just got pissed off that I killed a bee. Oh. So apparently the pucks aggro on the bees. They don't like me killing their bee friends. That's weird. Okay, and there's that done. Now we can get back to Ulda. See how long we took to get to there. Only an hour. Now, when I hit 50 or 20, I'm really going to need to worry, or 25, I'm really going to need to worry about upgrading my gear because this stuff is out of date at this point. It was good for 20, not so good for 25. Kane McDuff. Okay. Now, a lot of times your hunting logs for various classes will have to kill enemies inside certain dungeons, but they'll tell you what dungeon they are, where you need to go fight whatever. So much faster. Alright. Now, I'm trying to remember where the main quest goes from here. I think I'm probably going to end up back in Gridania for a good long while. But I'm so happy they put it to where getting a Chocobo license was that cheap. Back in the day, you had to get a couple of ranks up, then you had to build up so many seals, then you could buy your Chocobo. It was a big hairy pain on the taint. So this is much better, and I'm very happy to see that. Ida and Papa Lima are there, okay. Welcome back, Lady Manfilia awaits me within. Money is good, yay money. Yay money! Welcome back, it seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us. Now, last we spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends. Well, I neglected to mention that you've already met. Tataru, please show them in. This way, sirs. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Biggs. And I'm God's man, spit it out, will you? What? They're comic relief. I'm pleased to say that they'll be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged we Scions should serve as keepers of this technology. Of course, we needed the knowledge of experts, so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, which kindly sent us two of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I welcome you to the Waking Sands. Okay, now Manfilia talking to me. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given the chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Ooh, money. We like money. Now, what do you have for me, lady? Investigate the Sils. I called it. Okay.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
And again, that's a reference to Final Fantasy V.
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papa Limo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Okay.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Yep.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
Right.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
So they don't know whether the Sylphs are going to be trouble or not, so they want me to go investigate.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
At least during 2.0 she was.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible.
So you're sending the big dumb oaf with the fuck-off huge axe to go be your
Words
diplomat.
and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylph's favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. I am grateful.
Of course I'm gonna help. I'm the hero.
Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
All right. Okay, so now we need to go to Gridania. Now we're going to take the teleport. How expensive is it? Not too bad. Luckily, I've got so many freebies as well, so it shouldn't be a problem. And again, thank you for reminding me earlier that I was overloading y'all. This game can get loud. That said, the music and everything about the sound design in this game is very well done in my opinion. Now I can just do my quick port back here if need be. I forgot to get this Choco Keep. Oh well. Got you now. What do you got for me? Oh, wrong person. You're a florist. Ramuchi. Wobbly Tubbies. Lujin Murakumo. Okay, we know little of the Silsilani worthwhile plants and must call upon the science of the RTA. Beg pardon, it's a terrible habit of me to think aloud, but tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? Hello, I hear you need scions. Okay. Vorsale Hula. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Okay, I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Okay. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but our business brings her here today. Probably while I was village to see you, my men tell me you questioned the name of the scions as of late. Quite so, a little bird told us the twin adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard we were investigating the Sylphs, curious beast tribe, the Gauls, the depths of the Twelveswood home. We are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch. Much to the delight of the older seeds here, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. Twin Adders of the same mind, and it's precisely for this reason the Soul's relation to the primal Remus raised a flag of warning. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. That's like saying boys will be boys to give an excuse for men doing horrible things. Should there ever be a sliver of... Okay. Should there ever be even a sliver of chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylph tribes, it is a possibility we can't ignore. So... Okay, do we strike at Ramu or do we leave the Sylphs to their own ways? It's a question, and I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen to only one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side the Sylphs themselves and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That's where you Scions come in. Sylphs of Little Solence remain untempered and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. I would not have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. On your Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorne Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. Friendly palaver. What the fuck's a palaver? There should be pleasant enough diversion. Thorn Hut? Well, I believe the ferry departing from the West Shore Pier should take us there. Okay, friendly palaver indeed. Alright, so we need to go to the ferry and get to... well, let's get there. Spades, Nikov, Makai Astrologian, Demon Astrologian, Ghetto. Somebody literally named their character Ghetto Princess. Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? Okay, Ishborn Bravara, Milner, Butch Cinnamon, Violette, Pandemonium Prince, Spankage Carafirm. So they're referencing EverQuest. Jennifer Walters. What's it? Oh, I'm thinking of Jennifer Flowers. Okay. I think I'm one of the few people with a fairly sane-looking name. I still remember Final Fantasy XI and a character, a family member of mine made a Galka using the... or making fun of the Galka Indian name-style names and named themselves Barking Spider. For people who don't get the reference, Barking Spider's another term for your butthole. And there's somebody who watches Macross. 12, and speeds 4 once you're under attack by a murder storm of hornets. Okay, you must save them. Peace. Examine and slay the killer bee clouds. I'm killing a swarm of hornets with an axe. No, seriously. I'm not sure how that works. And I'm quite sure that My friend Liz would probably tell me to just think MST3K at this point. You know, repeat to yourself, it's just a game. What do we got here? More killer hornets. Oh, they're... They're dead. Time to go talk to you again. So tell me what this has to do with the sylphs. Okay, eyes on you. To our hut. You must speak the serpent officer there. Hey, it's one who goes to Ameline, essentially it's just on Square, but makes regular incursion to our hut. He's quite enamored of our honey and the tales of my husband Rolf. I found him to be tight-lipped around those he's unfamiliar with. You might try to take a jar of our fresh honey. I recommend you might find him more talkative. Okay, so take honey to guy. Guy will talk. That's why we killed bees, to get honey. I don't get it either. Indeed, I'm Emily. Your face. Okay, you have a present for me, you say? Yeah, here, have some honey. Jar of roses honey, freshly harvested to boot. You certainly know how to make a first impression. So you're the adventurer whom the commander smoked. Do forgive me for being curt. My stomach was rumbling something fierce. My word, this honey is like liquid gold. All right there, Winnie the Pooh. Tell me what I need to know. Okay, you've come to discuss the honey. For all their whimsy, they're a wary lot, particularly since the Empire's come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, they can be friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all. Would you know more? You would do well to talk to Rose's husband here, Rolf. He's forgotten more about sylphs than I'll ever know. Okay, Rolf Hawthorne. Okay. Come to learn a thing or two about the sylphs, have you? Well, I'll tell you one thing. They're a peculiar folk. How peculiar? Let me tell you. They're, beg pardon, friend. My memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more of my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. But I've shared stories with those around the hut before. You might have more luck with them. So, this guy's old and forgetful to talk to the people he's rambled on and on to. Sylphs, yes, my father's told me the stories plenty of times. I've always found what's captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You best not underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up in a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Okay. So we know that they're tricksters. They have a completely different set of morality than we do. Chocobo porter. Okay, so I've got connected to you. Connect to you while I'm here. Moana. Okay. I think Disney's gonna sue somebody. Sylphs, okay, we're tricksters. They're sending our young sentries to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they'll just laugh at you. Rolf claims to harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. Blasiat. Okay, quickest way to a quiverman's heart might be through your stomach, but don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, so Rolf once told me. People are supplied, okay. Two people with the name Phoenix and different guild names. That worries me. I'm thinking those might be stories. Well, my stories has brought the memories back. I feel like dancing. Nothing brings back people together much quite like a little toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. It just may help you win the favor of our forest friends. Well, platform would share further knowledge. This is assumed befriending the Sylphs. Still there, eh? There's one thing you should know about the Sylphs. Don't take kindly to guests to show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you would do well to bring along a drag. What was that again? Rose and I were just speaking of the matter a few days ago. Speak to Rose at the comb. Her memory should prove more useful than mine. So it's a back and forth and a ring around the rosy. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, wait. I have... Now, your Chocobo can't at this point help you in combat. They can later. But they're... You can also get them completely non-cosmetic or completely cosmetic armor. Let me show you. If I can get to it. Companion. Here we go. Appearance. Got elements and saddle. We'll put them in. Have him look like the Warrior of Light. Now you're looking like a badass. With the Sylphs, I'd give you a jar of honey, but I fear that won't get you past your doorstep. Their tastes run more to the unusual. Perhaps familiar with milk root, what we call the root of the most fiendish seed can the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions. Did not catch me dead trying this stuff, but the Sylphs seem to enjoy it. I've not seen an ochu in the comb for quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day, ready to stimulate it somehow with some of this amber syrup. Okay, so she was giving me syrup to go rub on a bush to make a plant creature pop out and try to kill me. Because I need the plant creature's vines to make a syrup that the Sylphs like to eat because it gets them high. I'm not making any of that up, by the way. I'm sure there's something in the original translation that didn't copy over. Either that or it's just Japanese weirdness. I now present the milk root to Rolf. Now, I've watched too much Ed and Nettie, so when I think of Rolf, I think of vaguely racist comedic foreign guy. I've been directed to a suitable offering. Milk root. Here, make me some sylph drugs. Go off that cloudy stuff. Okay. The milk root will have the Sylphs calling your friend and sister. Let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. So yeah, I'm basically bringing the Sylphs drugs. Okay, I'm officially a drug mule. Yay! Liberty wrapping your milk root well and good. Just keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from the god-awful stench. Sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose than chocobo shit. Dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the morbol that put an end to my adventuring days. Yeah, a little bit of a thing. You'll generally see these giant plant creatures with a giant maw that look like Audrey 2 called morbols in this game. Originally, they were called Malboros, which was meant to be a parody of Marlboro. Apparently, the guys who created the original Final Fantasy didn't think too highly of smoking because the Malboros had a bad breath attack that would inflict every single status effect in the game on you. They still do that. But because they wanted to get away from, you know, making fun of smokers, because that's going to piss off the fan base, now they're more morbles. Or another time, you've had important matters to attend to today. The Sylphs are an eccentric bunch. I've shared company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shut in one whose intentions are true. May your parlay be a fruitful one, and do stop by bar or two, and there's a flagon of mead with your name on it if you regale me with your tales. Or I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Ameline here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, and do pass my regards to the winged ones. Alright. What do you got for me? See, your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival, a little solace. Okay, seek out a young sylph by the name of Komushio. She has served as an intermediary between our people on many an occasion, and it has the close ear of the tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of the malodorous fruit the sylphs so adore. I have something of greater import for you to deliver. A missive from the elders feeds here herself. Summarize the letter's contents in brief. If vouches for the integrity of your envoy, that would be you. And restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-stated friends of the forest. The War of the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources, and we can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you. Okay. Basically saying, don't fuck this up. Except, unfortunately, that's kind of exactly what's going to happen. You'll see when we get there. What do you have for me? Familiar with this one. This one does not trust trains and dance. Okay, so basically saying that I need to dance at it. Here I am, hopping around like a jackass. Are you going to say hi to me now? This one would welcome walking one who moves like these ones. If walking one would talk with this one will answer, but this one is a busy one, so one should speak with quick tongue. Okay, here's a letter, and here's your dope. Walking one brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. Gives thanks, gives many, many thanks. Walking one carries message for Elder One. The Elder One, okay, Walking one should not worry. And there's Eden and Papalimo to screw things up. Well, here we're envoys from Gridania. We're here to treat with your people. And we're come to pay respect to your elder and learn more of your Lord Remove. Who are these ones? These Walking ones come from Gridania. Walking one became a dancing one, brought milk root, but Walking one talks tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. So this one will speak no more. Elder is busy. Walking one should go home. Let me say, but the souls of little souls have always welcomed Gridania non-voice with open wings. Letter carried by, well, meaning, okay, is an oath of peace by the elder Caesar herself. Will you to refuse us? This one's reasons are of no business with the Walking ones. Elder one has no words for Gridania. Walking ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never turned away at the gates. Whatever do we do to deserve such a rude welcome? You insufficiently jiggy. Well, it is you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends uncommonly wary. It would seem we have no choice but to ask around to see who that we might earn their trust. So mentioning Gridania from the off had them like, no, screw you guys. We don't want to deal with Gridania. They've been allies of Gridania for centuries, though, so something must have changed. Let's find out what that is. He has a notion of how one might earn the Sylph's trust. And we for dancing, that's right, dancing. We went through all the trouble to learn that Sylph's traditional greeting, yet you hardly heard any of them. If we're at it, why not dance with the Gridanians as well? If I were a Sylph, I'd be beside myself and delight to see an adventurer sharing my culture with their own kind. I'd be happy to join. Ow, these bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again. Bullshit. She just doesn't want to get up and do the dancing. Which means more work for me. Time to hop around like a jackass some more. Dancing. Okay, walking one is the dancing one. This one, always happy to see dancing one's tee-hee. That's not what I said. I said, oh. Had my hands on the wrong keys. Whoopsie daisy. Magnificent. You make an excellent ambassador for little soulless friend. Mind you, not all sylphs are so welcoming of outsiders. The woodland sprites would gut you before you got your feet off the ground. So apparently there are other sylphs in the world, or in the area, who are a lot more violent than these ones. That's going to be a problem. Charming, you fit right here in Little Soulless. Be warned, those I suppose you know where the souls who dwell in the homeland. Right. So keep being warned that there's other tribes of sylphs who are far more, you know, yeah. Walking one has sprightly steps. This one is amused, but this one is still sleepy. Snore. Oh, let's see what Delexia has to say. This one, oh, okay. Walking one is friend of these ones. Friendly like gracious elder one of Forest City knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Okay, now we've got more people to dance for. Interesting how their leaves almost look like scale armor for dresses. Walking one should be friends of these ones. This one is overjoyed. This one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if waking one learned the secret, walking one could not weave in the same way. Alright, now let's dance with Alexia and Zacchaeus. Some fine dancing. Well, if you're half as tall and twice as green, I might have mistaken you for a sylph myself. Anyway, the sylphs are peaceful folk. Approach them with an open mind and heart, and they'll open up to you in turn. Okay, let's see what you got for me. Walking with belly is rumbling. This one is not making a meal. This one is boiling bark and seeds that I thread. Color must be jolly, so muscrete making. Ooh, walking one knows jolly dance. Jolly dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. A report to Ida and level. Good news. Okay, well, I thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure. Have you recovered from being stunningly full of crap? That's Papalino. Okay, let's go ahead and get the quest from Papalimo. Now you might endure this little soul. As an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. Adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt, you see what I'm getting at. Souls who make their home a little solace have been driven from the real home. Okay, it's fair trouble. So basically help the... So blah blah blah, help the sylphs, help yourself. Now that I'm level 25... I can go do my level 25 class quest. You know, going back to learning more stuff about the, about the warriors. Or rather the marauders that should become the warriors. go to Limsa. We'll use a free ticket. If I've got them, you got it, flaunt it. Now I'm going to take a quick... Well, let's go get the quest first. See what I get for the quest. I know I'm going to get a better axe. You always get a better weapon for your 1 to 30 class quests. You know, just like for if you're doing crafting, you get a better tool. Let's see what you've got for me now, Wyrn Zone. Okay, Thunderstorm Axe, okay. And, ooh. Okay. Another trial that will hold my strength to even greater heights. Best encounter with the pack shows that Kujata has been preying on my mind. Overwhelming number of beasts beyond aught I had imagined. Even the most dedicated marauder could not hope to carve through that snarling wall of flesh. If you can't disperse the pack, Kujata remains beyond our reach. Therefore, I've prepared for your trial that you'll unleash your deepest reserves of your destructive strength. As before, Salk Viv awaits you in the Bismarck to guide you on your path. Do not squander this opportunity for growth. The pride of the guild itself rides on the keen edge of my axe. And my axe! This armor has done me well for 10 levels. It's time to actually put it to rest soon. A word from my brother. Ha, pride of the guild. My brother's placed quite a burden on your shoulders, it seems. From what I've seen, the marauder... If any marauder has a skill and determination to put down Kujata, it's you. Then there is, of course, a matter of Sigurd's vengeance. You don't want to disappoint the poor boy. Okay, well, let us see about this trial. I shall meet you in the Salt Strand in Lower Lanasha. Where is your training take place? Well, naturally, I will be there. Without me, you're like to forget to tend your wounds and bleed to death. Harsh. True, but harsh. And they said Lower Lanasha, so let's get going. Oh, way down there. Okay. Probably going to call it after this, because I don't really have much time to get into too much more after I get my level 25 quest done. I'm going to get my gear up. Now, as I've said before, I will do playing of the game when I'm not on stream, but I won't be doing any of the storyline. I mean, I'll level up other classes, I'll grind money, I'll grind dungeons, but I won't do the main story. Because that's really what I want to share with y'all, the experience of going from beginning this game to being one of the movers and shakers. Oh, that was a Steam Beep 1 moment. Sorry, friend of mine who doesn't seem to understand that when I've got Final Fantasy XIV open that I am online. Oh well. It's okay, I don't... Do you sense that encroaching aura of violence? Pray unlimber that axe of yours. Okay. Not meant to be a trial at all. Now, unless I'm compared to what we faced for, that wasn't terribly. So this is the Indomitable Wilhelmina Baldwin. Several. Wait, is that? We have deemed you worthy of our courage. Come, marauder, let us taste the edge of your steel. Oh, brother. That's Wernzoen. I'm betting you. That was too easy. Someone familiar. Who the hell are you? That can't be all of it. The underlings have provided you with poor sport very well. I should take your measure with my own blade. Do not think to show me quarter fresh. She'll surely show you none. Oh, and he's got fracture when I don't. That's fair. Oh, great. I'm having to do this without... Okay. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Now you're down to half. So this was basically the guild leader ambushing me to prove my mettle to see if I can fight him. To see if I'm a match. but pretending he's a rogue trying to kill me. Shit. I think we get to do that as a marauder later. I yield your strength assembled us. It might just be enough. We are done here, my colleagues. Drag away those who can't stand. So they tested me by having me beat the shit out of every single other member of the guild. Because that makes sense. Their prowess is truly impressive, worthy indeed. What a ridiculous charade. Does he honestly think we couldn't see through those paltry disguises? Confident my brother's act was not born of malice, rather he was hoped by concealing his identity the trial would seem more threatening, thus increasing its effectiveness. Not an entirely successful undertaking, but one must appreciate his intentions. Okay, it is time you return to the guild. Please, as a favor to me, indulge him in his deception. Subtlety was never a marauder's forte. Ha 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 ha. Alrighty. That was funny. Now, in a lot of those group things, if you're playing the tank, for most classes, you're rolling those instance, solo missions like that is to survive. As a tank, it's not just to survive, but ensure everybody else survives. I don't even want to know what those missions are like for a healer. Highest I've ever gotten a healing class was 15. Back when you needed to get Conjurer to 15 to be able to unlock the Paladin quest for gladiators. And basically all I did was I did the quest as I was required, and I went through my hunting log. And that's all I did. Now that being said, I definitely miss... What the hell? Oh, they've got a personal one-man airship. There must be something from Heavensport. Anyway. That said, I did get used to having Protect and Cure on my bar, even as a Paladin. Because you'd be surprised how a weak, anemic, underpowered heal, how useful that can be to a solo app player. And Protect is always important because that lowers incoming damage. Now, I will say one thing. While the original version of Final Fantasy XIV 1.0, before they did A Realm Reborn, was a largely barely playable mess, it did have certain mechanics that I really enjoyed. The ability to take nearly any power from any class and put it on any other class. The ability for any character to wear any gear, just that some classes were better with certain gear. You would see some crazy shit like somebody taking a Conjurer, putting tanking powers on them, and said person tanking as a Conjurer. You know, heard about your... Okay, you did well to topple opponents of such formidable skill. Well, let's not dwell on the nature of the masked man. What is important is that your triumph in the face of overwhelming odds. Your fellow marauders are honored to have you swing your axe in the guild's name. They stand behind you, one and all, as you prepare to overcome your greatest trial yet. The time has come for you to bring Kujata's bloody rampage to an end. When next he rears his horrible horned head, you shall be ready to bury your blade in his skull. Heavy iron armor. Okay, let's bring down the mountain. What do we get for that? Sexy Elaborous, Butcher's Block. Okay, oh. An enmity that comes off a skull. Oh! Oh! So it does end up becoming a triple combo, like Paladin's get. Let's put on this flancher, see what it looks, or heavy iron armor, see what it looks like. Okay. Let's put on that axe as well. A thunderstorm axe. And it actually has a back spike. Okay. What the fuck? Alright, I wasn't the only one who saw that, am I? Graphicalis glitchium. The fuck was that? Okay, well, I'm actually going to go drop some money. And before you get worried, I'm talking in-game money, not like real-world money, and upgrade my gear. That level 15 novice skill or novice armor is just not cutting it anymore. Okay, iron armor. Okay, to go with that, we're gonna need reinforced iron plate belt, heavy iron flanchard. We don't need the boots. Alright, we've already got gloves, but let's check what kind of gloves they have. The iron gauntlets. It's the same as what I've got. I look like a veritable wall of steel at this point. Not a bad look, all things considered. Okay. This is more important later. Okay, so it's going to get to a point where having the jewels will be important, but we are good for now. Let's check the time. It's been 1:50. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to call it here. We've had a good couple hours worth of fun. Thank you all for watching. Like, follow, and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. This has been Harmony Muse. Thank you and have a good day.